Hey gang, Happy New Year. Oh, I want to be able to hear me. Happy New Year, everybody. I am back in Planet Coaster, as I said I was going to be. And I think I need to make a change here from what we did last time. Most of it's fine. What I don't like is this. And, you know, the reason I don't like that is because I'm actually, like, in Google Maps, actually standing underneath that balcony right now looking up at it. And it doesn't look anything like that. So I'm going to try to fix it. Hey, King Samurai. Welcome back to the stream. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this. Oh yeah, I got the menu hidden. So that's got to go. Everything else is fine. Now, I think there were some stone things I was looking at last time that would fill this in just nicely. I just don't know where they are. I think they're in here. Or at least create the exact same pattern. Not the exact same pattern, but a reasonable facsimile. Hey, Wolfie, Happy New Year. Because that's the best we can do here. Or is it? Whoops. Yeah, the problem here is basically what I'm looking for is like some decorative things like that. I guess it really doesn't matter if they're made out of wood or stone, as long as I can paint them white. But this is like backwards. You know what I mean? This starts off... basically, if I could turn this and have this end cut off, I would be fine. So I need something like that. You know, really, the funny thing is, like, these are the type of things that if they had wide versions of them, it would be useful. And of course, you know, that's not quite gonna cut it. So basically that's what I need, is a big stone version of that. I don't think I see one. You know, this isn't terrible. Oh, this is kind of terrible. It's got little anchors on it. How's that involved? What do the anchors have to do with anything? Or maybe I'm just being too picky. And I should move on to something else. So, the other thing I gotta figure out are these windows. There's 3 big windows arched at the top. So that's... You know, I've done things like this. Where I've got this trim around, and I'm wondering, is there any way that I can do that? I know I would prefer an actual, like, real arched window. But there's just nothing in a wooden window that we could put an arch over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal one of these. No, let's not do that. Let's do this instead. And I really wish I could have like proper. Well, I guess I can try. Let's see here. Like, because that's not right. It needs to be wider. Okay. So there's these sheets of glass, right? You know, we can't allow people to see through this. Like, that's that. There is no inside. So there's no using a sheet of glass like a sheet of glass. And, you know, that's the other thing I've just discovered. Damn, these are 4x4. Or 2x4. Or 2x2. Or 2x1. Oh, that wouldn't be too bad. Even that for the bottom window. And I just don't know how to do the glass across the top. Any overlap is totally going to show up. Hey Jeffrey, Happy New Year. So how are we gonna do this? I just don't see a window to do it with, though. Like, really, there's only a couple of windows we can actually use here. Well, let's just try to work with this. You know, yeah, well, we'll see. We're not going to be able to get the arched windows like in the building. Like, there's just no way. Where's the picture? Like, it'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. Nope. It's not gonna work. That's like the decorative edges we would need for underneath here. I'm just not seeing it. And I can't just, you know, slap 4 of these windows down. It needs to have at least some resemblance. Just as a frame. Second row from the bottom. In this view? This view. I guess either way it'd probably be the second row. Just has a frame. I'm not sure. Okay, well, you know what? I shouldn't do this. Because I don't know how bad it's going to look. And I don't know how many pieces it's going to use. I'm trying to consciously limit myself to the number of pieces. Oh, and windows. That's just a frame. Nothing's wide enough. Okay, let's see if we can, you know, build this. So what do I need? I need something to build it out of. I don't know. Not really any good surface to build. Maybe that's a better one. Not like I haven't used this before. I think I built a train station completely out of thousands of these. See, this is the problem. There's going to be so many of them. Just to complete a circle. This would easily push the building size way over. But everything else is just way, way, way too big. That was not what I wanted to do. Where this will not use any, really, yeah, it will still use lots, but it won't look anywhere near as nice. It will actually look awful. Don't know what to do. Really? I don't know how that's even a thing. It's because it's trying to process me clicking both buttons to move the camera around. And it's not processing them quick enough. That's what's going on there. Oh, come on. So, you know, when it comes down to it, like, our choices are limited here. In order to make something that looks right. Doesn't even look right. No. 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 Damn. Oh. Why so awkward? So, hey Meganico, Happy New Year. Okay. Let's pull this out. Right. So 50 parts. 4,000 divided by 50. So, yeah. I guess you could have a lot of these windows, but that's the problem. It's going to eat up my budget for everything. If each one of these windows is like 70 parts, instead of being like 20 or 10 even, it's going to eat up the 4,000 part budget pretty quick. Of course, you know, I'm liable just to say to hell with the budget. Okay, now. We need to fill that. With something that looks like glass. What can we use that looks like glass? Well, yeah, but the problem with all of that stuff is you can see through it. Right? So if I can see the boards behind it, it's not going to work. Like, we need something that sort of looks like this. Whoa. What looks like that? This is the this is definitely going to be the most difficult piece of this. As soon as this is done, we're just going to be able to tear through the rest of this build. Every window here is just like, yeah, and these, like I said, you know, you can still see through it, so it doesn't help. But if I somehow back that with something else. It's so much better if they just made them plain on the back. But, oh well. Hey Martin! Happy New Year. So what are we gonna use? Maybe the back of a door. No. Wow. They made something with a door on two sides. It's crazy. Whoa. What? I think they're missing a plane or a texture. Right, but yeah. So the basic shape, I already tried to put that in there, and it's just way too shiny, way too flat. Like, it, you know. Yeah, that's... So, what do you do with it, you know? You can make it gray, but then it just looks like a flat gray thing. Maybe I can do this. Let's try something completely different here. The reason it doesn't look like a window is because it doesn't match the way this looks, right? So if we take this and break it up, like a window, huh? Again, I'm using more and more and more parts, but, huh? What happened to that thing I put down? Oh, it's just gone. Yay! Yay, just gone. I like that. Oh, it just was gone. Oops. What? No. I wish when you hit escape like that, it still had your selection. That would be so much better. I guess I could have just clicked the X button, but I thought escape should do the same thing. Too bad I just can't make this thing a solid window. But oh well, I think that might fill the... yeah, it might do okay. It's a lot of pieces though. That window is 61 pieces. In a moment you will see my concern. Oh, it's just like not wide enough at all. That sucks. Oh well. Ah, no! Thankfully I kept the original. Oh, I haven't even thought about that yet. Not even a thought about that stuff yet, Martin. I've been stumped by this window for quite a while at this point. Nope. Why? Why did it disappear, the thing I had in my hand? I hate when it does that. Okay, so I got those all crooked. They need to be lined up with this. And of course there's no reflective layer to that thing, eh? Now, yeah, I will admit, it looks fine from here. It actually looks okay from here. It's just, it doesn't look like that's a window. It looks like it's a piece of wood painted gray. Because it doesn't have any... what do they call that? I don't know. Come on. Yeah, just, you know, why is that a thing? I don't understand. You can spend your time selecting, you know, hundreds of pieces in this game. And then if you make a mistake going to move them, you can't undo the movement piece. You have to undo the selection as well. Oh, like I said, Martin, I don't know. I've been stuck on these windows. I have no idea. I haven't even thought about it. I don't know if people would see it. But again, I don't know. Oh, you're taking off, Samurai, King Samurai. Gotta go get some sleep, I guess. I'll see you next time. Oh, I have no windows here. I'm just gonna cheat. Hey, Galaxy Ninja. Twitch on Xbox. Cool. I'm just gonna add these. They're not there. But whatever. So yeah, there's no question. This is definitely the Stanley Hotel. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, can't change the color of them. Isn't that awful? Okay. Oh. Not leaving after all. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Okay. Alright, I'm just navigating around in Google Maps. I'm like standing like right here. One thing that's not right is this whole thing here. These have like big blocky pieces. Not little blocky pieces. I thought those chimneys were going to be right, but they're way too big. So we need to find something else for that. It's probably not going to be a door. Okay, the other thing is, there's windows. Hey, Alex. Got you hooked, does it? Now, these are actually sunk into the wall. In real life. Now, I don't know why this is like this, but it is. So we're going to build it like this. Much, much, much too shallow. They are shallow stairs. Now the problem with the steps is they're castle steps, they're on a grid. They're basically useless. I'm gonna say it. They're absolute garbage. I didn't say that. Unless you're gonna put down steps and build a building around it. Or there's something simple going on. This isn't simple. So, the problem now is I need some way to build proper steps. Now, I should probably do this before I do this. So that's sort of what steps need. And you see that the other, like, you know, there's a problem here, eh? Can I, like, change the... Why help? Select a building blueprint. I have selected a building. I'm editing it. I'd like to change the properties of how things edit. But you don't even display them until I click something. Why don't they fix that? Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do here to make up for this is I'm going to have to shift that back. I don't know what to do here, though. Walls don't block light, eh? So... Come on, panel wall. Okay, that's not going to cut it. Okay, that should fix it. What? How did clicking path possibly delete that? Wow, and the thing I just moved to here? It never happened. All this stuff? That happened. Somehow that was deleted in doing that? Okay, I'm confused now. I should just go home. I'm too confused to play. Hey, Hein! Happy New Year! Sorry I didn't notice you there right away. Okay, let's try this again. Choose that. I choose you. No, you're just not listening to what I'm doing, game. When I moved my mouse over here and clicked, it was because I wanted you to put that... Never mind. You know, Planet Coaster truly has started to run worse and worse and worse and worse on my machine, too. And I've got a machine that'll play anything. I don't know, you'd have to go ask Wikipedia. Stanley Hotel. I have no idea. Oh, that's their website. Whoa. Doesn't look that good. Wow. They've got a car inside the Stanley hotel. Wikipedia. Hey, Dutch dude. Happy New Year. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of reading. Well, there's not really a lot of reading. But for a guy who's in the middle of doing a live stream, there's a lot of reading. Of course, you know, it could be I can't remember what the name of the hotel in The Shining was, but it's the same hotel. One was you know, the maze in the front. Well, after that movie, these guys put a maze in front of the real version of that. It was named after Freeland Oscar Stanley. It's actually laying downstairs. Hello? Why? Why? Why are you making me... look. Is there any logic behind this at all? That somehow it's able to, as I'm laying down path, it's undoing things that's in the building. Or am I including the maze too? I'm probably going to include a maze, but it won't be the maze. Like, if you go to Google Maps to the Stanley Hotel, there's a maze there, but it's not a hedge maze, it's a fern maze. So you could step over the thing, you know, when they come out at night and go, okay, everybody, the maze is closed. They just like walk over, like step over the walls because they're only this high. But But yeah, we're probably going to put a proper maze in. But all I want right now, all I'm asking for is a simple path. All I want is a simple path. But this is what it's giving me. Here, this is what you got to do, because I've already laid out path. And if you undo the path I laid out, oh, wait a minute. Did it? No, it didn't this time. Last time I undid it, and it took out a piece of the building too. Okay, there we go. So what? There's just no way? Is that what you're trying to tell me, game? Oh, that thing you want to do is impossible. We've made that impossible. There's no way you can line up a hotel door and steps won't line up in this game. It's impossible. So you can't build anything on the grid that will line up with a hotel door and stairs. These pieces here are on the grid. So I can't move these. These are locked into place. This is locked into place. And the edges of them don't line up. Move the hotel down. How's moving the hotel down going to work? Are you thinking this? No. Why doesn't Control A work? Why did they not make that a thing? That should always be a thing. Control A should always be a thing. There should be a law. Of course, they made Control D copy. So, they don't really follow laws. If anything, I need to move the hotel up. Is the problem. I would need to remove the things on the side of this and move the whole hotel up. But I can't, because it's also on the grid, you know, like, so there's, like, yeah. The only way to do it would be to move it up, because we need to get rid of these so you don't see them. Then I would go into pathing here, but the problem now is basically people will be walking and they'll be ankle deep in wood. So we'll figure this stuff out somehow. But meanwhile, the game's just going to ignore me anyway. It doesn't care what I do. Make me redo the whole damn thing. And why is there still... Because it's not ground path, that's why. Yeah, there's just so many things that just stop you from doing what you want in this. It's kind of frustrating. Just the fact that the original, you know, gridded object to gridded object with stairs doesn't fit is kind of like, what? Is this in the wrong place? Like, what are you doing, game? Undo. Is this in the wrong place? Are these... Is the whole front of this thing on the wrong side of the grid? No, it's on the inside of the line. Okay, so we use the side entrance. To hell with it. I'm not wrecking all the way this looks for those stupid steps. I'm gonna put some doors on that. We'll use the side entrance, which is really the main entrance to the hotel anyway. They have the parking lots out here and everything. Right, but you can't. You can move the hotel all you want, but you cannot get rid of the curbs on the path to the door. Because it only does that on ground. That's the problem here. Like I said, I can shift the hotel front and back. It doesn't matter. The only way to get rid of that curb is to raise the entire thing that high, and everybody who walks across it's going to be walking like shin deep in wood, and that's just going to look stupid. At least that's what's going to happen. Okay, this is obviously not finished either. Let's just build the side steps, and then I'll think about how to do this after. I'm almost starting to think that it's going to have to be a big, huge square with pieces to block people from walking through the walls. The curb will be like against this edge, and then I'll have to have stairs coming down. That's almost what I think is going to happen, because it's going to have to cover this whole thing. It's the only way it's going to look even anywhere even near normal. Okay, so whatever the case may be, I'm on this. I'm waiting. Thank you. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm still waiting. Okay, so columns maybe? Oh yeah, I realize now why we were putting those steps there. I'm gonna have to put them there anyway. Okay, so we need a set of steps going down here. They're red. They're painted red. There's some stuff built up around the side of them, and then there's like big things of plants all in here. These steps are a lot wider, and they sort of go out in a triangle, like a pyramid type thing. So, I'm not even building anymore because I put that. Okay, and if you go on Google Maps, you can get a much better view of this. Where actually there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps down, or 10 steps down, then a wider step. I'm not getting it here. I think I found a way to line it up properly. Hey Kyle, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today? Will there be more Subnautica streams? There will always be more Subnautica. Well, there'll probably be more Subnautica streams. Not today. Gotta beat 6 hours and 53 minutes now. And look at all the time I wasted last night. You know, I could have easily beat 6 hours and 53 minutes last night if I was paying attention. I'm I'm kidding. I don't know. But yeah, I expect that I will probably play more Subnautica. No, I'm not messing around. This is actually what's there. There's no way to get down to it, but it's there. It must be old steps that they haven't used in like a million years. Maybe not a million. Oh, that's terrain. I didn't want terrain. Okay, okay, so now. I always thought, there it is. I will not be carrying on. So you don't think there's enough Subnautica videos, is what you're saying? The real steps don't go down this fast. Oh, there's definitely enough. Okay, I'm confused now. I need that top on this thing. That was not at all what I did. Oh, I guess I accidentally clicked the other button there to abort. Okay, that doesn't work either. Well, yeah, you don't have to do this. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's different types of objects. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Sometimes I wish you could just shut off the grid. I'm sure that would have other repercussions within the game, though. Performance reasons and stuff like that. Well, you know what? For now, I'm just going to leave this like this. Ooh, that looks terrible. But that looks about right. It lines up. You know, actually, no, it's not right. All these windows are in further, but I'm not doing that. This is a close approximation. That's why I'm spending so much time on little things. Sorry. I just had to say that. Okay, so I've also noticed something else as I walk around the building. Now I can't tell if that's the case here as well. And they're both with whoa. They're both within this. Like that. That's more what I have here anyway. Now, I have yet to be able to tell if there's multiple windows in here in this part too, but I think there might be. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, we'll just delete it. Yeah, so if anybody remembers the hotel from The Shining, you know, the Stanley Kubrick one with the Outlook Hotel or something like that, it was this. Now, I did say I think I'm going to eliminate this as the hotel entrance because I don't like what's happening here. Now, the real hotel entrance is on the side. This is like the exit into the courtyard of the hotel, as far as I know. I even think there's these windows at the front are much bigger. They're huge windows. They're not French windows. They're not, you know, with all the separate panes. They're just solid, huge windows. I did it like this. All those are separate pieces. And then that's just a panel, a gray half circle to make it sort of look like a window. I edged these on like this to get the thing. And what's the most important question? So that's how I got the round windows done. But there's a problem with the round windows. We're already at 2,100 parts. So, you know, there's no way. This is only the front of the building. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to upload this to the workshop again. Where's Johnny? I don't know. I don't know. Anybody know where Johnny is? Do you mean Johnny as in... Oops. Or John? Because there is a Planet Coaster person by the name of Johnny. Yeah, this bugs me. I wish I had round windows. But that's something I don't think I can solve. There is also a half window up here. But the only or a half round window. And I don't know if I can do that. But maybe I can try. I'm actually really quite happy with the way this has turned out. You know, I'm not... The windows are the most disappointing part. Because, one, windows aren't gray. If you look at windows, you know, they'll be black. They'll be darker than gray. Oh, yeah, I know. Like, people who know what this is will know what this is. You know, there'll be a lot of people who like, oh, the Stanley Hotel. Cool. You know. But there will be a lot of people who have no clue what the Stanley Hotel is. Okay, so the front steps now. Now they're a little different. They are more stone-like. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone to paths first. Waiting for paths. Waiting for paths. Okay. I am going to take. I'm gonna wait until Planet Coaster's done shuffling around and stuttering and. I thought that was awesome. I wasn't expecting anything quite to that much, with that much detail. It was great. Oh, I don't even need those things. I probably do. Okay, so this is where they are. Now I need to figure out what they are. Now, I was thinking... Even... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Did I finish the fair area? No. No. I haven't done anything in the fair area. No, I haven't done anything. Excuse me. What I should do is take all these, this, and this, and upload them all to the workshop, and delete all of them except for this, and start over, is what I should do. Yeah, I've got to get the thing on the top too. That'll definitely make it a lot more recognizable as well. But yeah, it's definitely recognizable. There are like chairs and stuff out on the deck here. When I look at the Google Maps version of it. No, that's not right. That's the right one. Yeah, see, I was at that when I was building that. I was just looking for themes that I could build around things. The only one that I ended up being happy with was the Western one. But you know, what did they build things like that around, like back then? That's the question. These I don't know. I don't have the answers, and that's why we are where we are today. Steps look deadly, don't they? Yeah, they do. Not these ones down here, though. Yep. Why is that even selected? Are you kidding me? There we go. It's like, no, I'm selecting the thing underneath that. No matter how many times you click it, I'm going to select the one underneath. Yeah, see, this is what I'm looking at right now. That's the view that I have. Yeah. So there's one step that comes out a little tiny bit, and then the next one comes out a lot more. And then there's like a platform area. Now this is the step that comes out a little bit more. Just one square. And then this comes out a lot. And it's a big platform. But it still needs to be back here, like back into here. So we'll see how that all works out. But it looks like it's about that much bigger. Yeah. I'm gonna have to move the whole works down. And instead of using a whole extra one to take up a millimeter or two, whoops, I'm just gonna and then we go back into just normal steps again. There's 3. But we're only gonna have 2 on ours. And the reason for that is because I don't want to have to go back and redo the whole works. Because that's what it would take. And these were useless. Because I think I have to go adjust the other steps anyway. If I turn my... maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's perfect. The windows are smaller, like I said. There's no getting proper matches for the windows, and I'm not fighting with it in order to do so. Yeah, too much work. How long have we been on this? We've been on this for probably around 7 hours already. So yeah, I'm just being lazy. What would you call that? That'd be a railing, wouldn't it? Of course, I don't think they exist. It was one of the things I was going to actually make in Blender. Okay. So I should probably take this out of here because we got to put eaves troughs down. I don't know if we need eaves troughs. But I do need like a piece of trim around the whole outside here. I don't think it's this. Oh, I could be wrong. Could be exactly that. Just because there's no other option. I know it seems crazy. But to me, that makes a difference. And I know I can't get it right to the corner. Oh well. Hmm. Rocks in our world don't come in mid-size. Oh. It's too big. This is the one that's probably too big. The other ones are just bad rocks. No. No. Nope. Why do they all look like they're sick and dying? Sorry. 10. With the rocks? Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. See, if I had the tip of that tree without the stupid lights on it, that would be perfect. That is the tree that they have sitting in front of those windows. But we've got black spruce. We've got a blue fir tree, but it's all skinny and, you know, dying. So's the black spruce. And the same with the aspen fir. They've got, what do they call that? Mistletoe. A disease that kills fir trees. That's too tall. So, in order to make a real tree... No, that's not what I want to do. In order to make a real tree, we're going to put this tree in here. And we're going to spin it around. And that's a little more of a real tree. It's not a real tree, of course, because it's not a real tree. But whatever. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to shove stuff in there. Make it look good. A bunch of lupins. Where's my lupins? At this point, I'm just using that green as like filler. Yeah, it's coming along fine. too loud. These steps need to be stretched out a bit more. Okay, we'll see you next time, Manganico. I don't know what just happened and why I have that selected. Oh, I know. I'm just taking this opportunity not to use my own creativity and just stick in what's there. But that didn't really turn out very well at that point. People are going to think I'm insane having stairs like in the middle of nowhere, but hey, There will not be a water fountain. Sorry, I was up late last night, as some of you probably know. There will be a maze. It'll be like basically a hedge maze out here. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it's going to look like. But I can't tell. Okay. Let's sort of try to, like, somewhat follow a similar pattern, at least. You know. Should have done both at the same time, ideally, but nobody ever said I knew what I was doing. Especially me. Hey, WTG. Do I have social media? I have Twitter. Again, links in the description. I have a Facebook page, but again, I don't really do anything on it. You're more likely going to see me tweet something than say anything on Facebook. Yeah. I don't even know why I have Facebook anymore. Okay, so that has turned out reasonably well. But now there's this problem. Yeah. Is it going to fit in, though? Yeah, I guess so. We'll put it like... When we actually place it, we'll place it up here. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just better off out here. We can have the whole maze in front of it. We can bring this down around in here and be like, have the entrance like where the entrance is. There we go. That's better. That's all it needed was those. Oh. None of these things will go down. Oh, will this? Nope. All these need to be on path. Problem is, I can't get any closer. Like, I want to be able to see what this is. I think... There's an idea of the maze. Like, there's this like restaurant-y type entrance here, and then there's this other big area here, and I think this like where you see that red truck is where the entrance actually is, so it'd be down here. I'm looking at the maze. Now, I could see creating the maze as a separate building that you can put down in front of it. Because I'm not going to be able to upload the whole thing as one. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a problem right off the bat. I'm like quite happy with the way this is turning out. Okay, so this is crazy, but yeah. No. What are you doing, game? Come on. Seriously. Like, the default to turn a door is this, obviously, this way. And this one, when you... like, where does that logic come from? I don't understand. There's no logic behind it. It's absolutely ridiculous is what it is. But, again, that's why I don't understand. If there was logic behind it, I'm sure I would get it. Come on. How many times do I need to press that? Got it. Exact same key press 3 times in a row. Okay, so this... like, again, there's the problem with these doors, of course, that you can see through the windows. Which really kind of sucks for most things I build. But I guess I could see that maybe the... yeah, I don't know. Okay, so after that, there is a curved... these would probably actually be a lot more in the center. And where's that awning? So what it has is the long awning out with the end cap on it. But I don't seem to see anything that we could use like that. All I see is this. Which would be only the end of the awning. You know, out here. So I'm not going to worry about the awning right yet. We're going to go to walls. Now, I don't think we have any options. I think this just stops us right here. So basically, coming out from there, there's like a curved wall that comes out across here. There's a window on the angle edge, and it ends in a curved wall over here and continues on down. This whole curved wall thing is built up with balconies, etc. But the problem we have, of course, is there is no curved wall in the wood. Because, you know, who would have thought they could curve wood? It's possible. You need like a boat builder to do that. So I don't think that's realistic for me to think that I can do that. So I'm just gonna have to figure out what this looks like, and maybe we'll have a square wall. Yeah, all they have is concrete and smooth concrete, stucco curved, brick, lime plaster, metal. Nobody ever thought that somebody would actually like take wood and build like it's not even that. It's more of it's a partial octagon. You know, it's like multiple pieces. It's flat. But I don't think we have that option. Which really kind of sucks. I really wish the textures were available, you know, like all this stuff was available to us, so that we could go make our own building part. But Planet Coaster hasn't made any of that stuff available, so you can't make matching theme pieces. Because I guess they're afraid that people will just use it in other projects. But you know what? I do think I'm going to leave this here today. It's much more of a hotel than it was last time. And now it can actually be the screenshot for the video. Whereas before it couldn't be. That's why the screenshot for the video right now is graveyard. It's out behind the hotel. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can finish all this. If anything's going to become a second piece, it's going to be the maze. And if anything's going to become a third piece, it'll be all the gardening. But the problem with that is you post that up and it's like a... people already don't care. Time for Blender, yeah. I really wish I could figure out some of that stuff in Blender. I really do. Maybe I will someday. I've already spent like over 100 hours trying to get everything sorted out. I can build the things. But, you know... stupid menu. It's loading one thing. You know. It's a nice fire hydrant and all, but... I need to get better at that. The fire hydrant turned out fine, but it should have had less surfaces. It should have been much, 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 much less detailed, and still had the same amount of detail imparted into it via the textures. But I don't have the software to do it. I just don't. I don't know how to do it without the software. I know some people can. I can't. You know, all I can do is put in this very, very highly detailed mushroom that has edges, and that shouldn't be the case. Nothing has edges here, but there are edges on everything. Well, okay, you can see the edges here. But it's not as bad as that. So I'm going to leave this here. We will pick it up soon. I don't have a lot to play right now. Probably going to do some Red Dead this afternoon and see how that goes. See if me and my horse can get along better than we have been. And we'll go from there. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button. And don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.